So I'm going to be changing out a headlight ballast or control module on the bottom of my LED headlight assembly on my 2019 Ram 2500. This is a flaw in these trucks. I'm sure it was by design, but you cannot change the bulbs. You cannot change any of the LEDs in the actually assembly itself, with the exception of the turn signals and the lower fog lights. I'll turn the camera around here in just a minute so you can see it. But I'm set up here to do it. I'm just going to show you my setup. There are tons of videos on how to remove these headlights and how to take them out. I'm not going to spend time on that today, but I'm just going to show you how I'm set up to do it and how I like to arrange myself when I'm going to do a job like this. So this is the actual headlight assembly. This is the LED. It's considered the mid-level LED headlight with the halo. None of this is working. This LED strip is supposed to light up and it gets bright during the day for daytime running lights, and it gets dim when you turn your headlights on. The only thing that's working is the high beam inside there. It will come on, it'll flicker, it has a mind of its own. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But this entire assembly has to be removed in order to change the module. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I am going to film the module itself and the replacement. Since I don't have a shop and I'm in sunny South Florida, I like to have some shade and some cover just in case it does decide to sprinkle rain on me or anything, because that happens here. This is just a standard 10 by 10 tent, and I have a table set up over here with all my stuff on it, my tools and everything. Please ignore all the planes and cars and stuff in the background, but this is pretty much all you need. A way to get the pins out: a couple of 10mm wrenches, a socket, a driver, and I have a magnetic cup there to keep my little screws in. It's just a habit of mine. And then another thing I like to do is I have this bin. You'll notice it's empty. As I take parts out, I put them in each one of these little pockets. I'll put the pins in one. I'll put the different bolts and different size hardware in different ones so that I know exactly where they go. And I have a way to keep them organized. And that's just something that I picked up from another mechanic over the years. I'm not a mechanic. I am not even what you would call a shade tree mechanic. I am the quintessential do-it-yourselfer, and that's just me. I like to do things on my own. I like to learn. I like to get my hands dirty, and I don't like to pay other people to do something that I can do myself. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this, and I'll give you some updates on my progress. So a quick update. This is where I am. This took about an hour, because this is the first time I've done it. It's gonna go back together a lot quicker. That is the headlight that I have to take out now, and it's just tedious getting to some of these hidden bolts. There are some underneath here that you really have to be careful with not to take them out all the way, and once you understand that, it's not that bad. Okay, so I got the headlight assembly out and this is the ballast that had to be replaced. This is the new one. I put it in. I did not video it. It's very tedious, but there's 3 torques that have to come out, and you have about maybe an inch of space to work with, and you need a real small screwdriver, something like this, that you can get in there with and undo the clip. Once you undo the clip, you simply slide the clip out and it comes out fairly easily. I did find some corrosion in there, so I did put some corrosion block in there. Well, actually I put contact cleaner and follow that up with some dielectric grease to work like hopefully as a corrosion preventer, because this is just a monstrous job. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to replace both headlights, because I don't want to have to go through this all again just for this. I'll let you know if it works when I get it back together. Here's a quick shot of the bottom of the assembly showing the module. You do need a T20 to get these 3 screws out. Here's the module itself. I did put some dielectric grease on that orange O-ring. You can see everything is working. That flash is on both sides. Obviously that's a frame thing with the camera, but success. Well, looks like we have success. I'm gonna get everything buttoned up, and I'll set up a tripod with the camera on it, and I'll run it through all of the different phases of the lights just to make sure, and you guys can see. This was a horrible job. I mean, it saves a lot of money. That ballast cost me about $150, and then it's taken about 2.5–3 hours of my time, probably by the time I get it done. But to repair this at the shop was going to be north of $2,000. The light assembly itself was about $1,000, and they wanted a little over $1,000 just for the labor. I can understand the labor. It's a big job. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of fasteners. I think now that I know how to do it, I could do it a lot faster, but I don't want to. I'm hoping that this repair lasts for a good long time and I don't have to mess with this anymore. So stand by and I'll get that tripod set up. Okay, it's all back together. Only one last thing to do here before we test it is to put this negative cable back on and tighten it up. I didn't show me taking this off, but it's always recommended that you disconnect your battery from the truck when you're doing any kind of electrical work. So I'm just taking care of that now, putting it back on. I always take off the negative. That's how I was taught. I don't know if that's the proper way to do it, but that's just how I was taught. So there's that. So let's get in here and fire this baby up and see how it works. Well, there it is. That was tedious at best. It requires a lot of patience and a lot of just getting in there and getting it done. I was able to get the module changed easier than I thought. I will say that if you have to do this job, reach out to the company that I got this module from. I'm going to put a picture up here for you. And I can't say enough about him. The guy was super cool on the phone. He sent the module to me and said if it didn't work, let him know and he would refund my money. Obviously I'd have to take the whole thing apart and put it back. Now I did test the light before I put it all back together, and I did know that it worked properly, and I did a final check and make sure beforehand. I did find a bunch of corrosion in there. I'll show you some pictures of that. Here's a shot of the corrosion. As you can see, it's pretty bad. Pretty crazy. It's supposed to be a sealed unit and it was corroded. If I have to do this again, if I have another one go out, I'm just going to replace both headlight assemblies. The company does sell them. I am not sponsored by them. I am not giving any financial consideration from them. I just want to give them a shout out because they just did such a good job. So here's the company. It's retroshop.us. And I highly recommend them. Their customer service is great. They offer all kinds of products for your vehicle. Not sponsored, not getting any compensation, just really appreciated them and all the help they offered me. There you have it. I'm going to run and wrap this one up, and thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. And brand new doing this YouTube stuff. Again, our channel is the Sans Web Journeys. My name is Gary, and thanks again. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you.